Hello, and welcome to another episode of Between Two Red Chairs, where we get to know somebody on campus a little bit better. I'm the host, Jimmy Rue. Today's guest is Mr. John Hatcher. He's with the groundskeeping, so thank you, John, for being with us today.
Nice to be on.
Tell us about how you came to come to Lynchburg College.
Well, when I was in high school, I was recruited to play baseball here. So I came in the fall of 2009, and I injured my shoulder. I had a torn rotator cuff and a torn labrum, so that kind of cut my baseball career completely out of college. I played one season of Legion ball after I had surgery during the fall of my freshman year, and then I just could not throw after that, so had to give it up.
Oh, man. I understand the torn labrum. Is that one of the worst injuries for baseball players?
I don't know if it's one of the worst, but the combination of the rotator cuff being torn and the labrum made it was so kind of hard to recover from, and I was told that there was a chance that I wouldn't be able to play again after I had the surgery, but of course I was I just turned 18 then, and I thought for sure that I was like, oh, I'll be back.
Yes.
And not so much.
Not so much.
But it was just, I guess, a lesson that part of my college experience.
So what position did you play on the field?
I was a catcher.
Okay. So when did you realize you weren't going back to baseball?
About halfway through the season, the American Legion season, the following summer after my freshman year. I realized that there was no way that I could throw, and as much I couldn't place the demands on my shoulder that would be necessary to play well at the college level.
So you've still managed to graduate, and what did you study?
Economics.
And how's that working for you?
It's working pretty well. I'm being an MBA student, certainly hoping to broaden my tool bag a bit with the master's in business, but I liked it.
Good. So you graduated in economics. You became a full-time groundskeeper at that time?
I did.
And then working on the MBA part-time.
Uh-huh.
So what's the goal now?
Well, I have 3 classes left after this fall in the MBA program, so to be honest, at this time I'm just focused pretty short term, just finishing up those classes, and
That sounds good.
since I have steady employment now, the need to look for something new isn't quite, hasn't built up to a point where I feel that I need to be looking right now for something new.
That's good. What's the thing you like best about being in the groundskeeping?
The outdoors, and there's still a number of students that are undergrads that came in when I was still an undergrad student myself, and I like seeing them around. It really keeps, makes even when you're doing the most monotonous of jobs, more of a pleasure because you're doing it for. I feel like I'm doing it for my friends, and when you frame it that way, it's easier to pick up mounds of garbage.
What's your least favorite job as a groundskeeper?
Trash.
Trash.
For sure.
And why is that your least favorite?
It's just generally gross. Some houses, they'll bag it up really nice and it's not a big deal, but some days it'll be overrunning, and the contents vary from week to week. Sometimes there are things in there that I'd rather not handle or be really close to, but
not very pleasant.
But it's okay.
What's your biggest challenge in your job?
I don't really know. Maybe not falling into the status quo trap or the routine. Making an effort to keep things fresh and maybe go out of the routine where you can.
Okay.
And just the little details add up if you're willing to
That makes
pick
sense.
up things as you go
That makes sense.
that may not be necessarily on your queue.
Well, we have a new thing called rapid fire questions. So we're just going to ask you questions, and the first thing that comes to your mind is,
Okay.
are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do you untie your shoes, or do you slip on and slip off?
Depends.
What's the word that rhymes with test?
Best.
What's your favorite toy as a kid?
Legos.
What's a single food you can never give up?
Cheese.
What person knows you best?
My father.
Shower or a bath?
Shower.
What person would you never want to meet? Don't you never want to meet that person that you'd never want to meet?
I don't know. I can't think of it. I can't think of anyone.
That's a tough one. Who is the first person you call when you have a bad day?
My brother.
Brother. What's the last text message on your phone say? We can take your phone out and look if you want. Let's see what it says. We're done with the rapid fire now.
Let's see.
But if you want to share.
It says gym tomorrow from one of my good friends, Jake Seaman, also a LC grad.
Okay.
He just moved back to town, and we've been going to the gym together.
Oh, good. So what are you doing at the gym?
It's probably chest day. It's a popular early in the week
Okay.
day to have, but depending on what equipment's available when we're there, probably chest day.
Okay. And where do you work out?
Gold's Gym.
Gold's Gym? Okay, that sounds good. How much would you tip for a $37 bill?
$7.
And what's your favorite age you've been so far?
24.
24. And how old are you now?
24.
So it just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Are you a football fan?
Not huge. I mean, not a huge fan, but I do enjoy watching the game sometime.
And do you have a favorite team?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. And there's some news in your family about Green Bay, right?
Yes, my parents got to go to the game last night, so I've been house sitting for them. But they, now this is the biggest surprise of all, is that my dad went out bar crawling with my mom, and I don't think my dad's been to a bar in probably 35 years. And they met this, I don't know the guy's name, but he dresses up almost like, it's like a Green Bay Pope costume.
Uh-huh.
And on his Pope hat, he has Vince Lombardi's face. And my mom got a picture with the guy, and so it sounded like they were having a great
They had a
time.
good time.
I didn't pester them too much.
And this was the Packers-Seahawks game.
Correct.
Packers won.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, since that was the lucky thing for the Packers, maybe your mom and dad need to do a bar crawl before every Packers game.
I'll suggest that to them. My dad probably won't go for it, but I think he's enjoyed this trip so much that he might be more open to it than he was before.
He might be more good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, thank you, John, for being on the show. That's another episode of Between Two Red Chairs. Thank you for watching. We'll have another episode soon, and I hope you watch that as well. Signing off now. Bye-bye.